Let's go.
Okay, putting together a couple videos about TLPs. Pretty straightforward. I know a lot of people are confused because there's a lot of like crappy apps out there and whatnot. So this is for TrueBox. Basically, I call it old school play, where you actually have one account per machine, and you're physically using your own hands to play the game. Like these so and so people who say that they're boxers or people who claim that you're a boxer and who knows what even the definition of a boxer means. All I know is I enjoy playing the game. Um, I will swap in um, people into my group depending on the situation. My family sometimes plays with me, my kids, so they'll use accounts. But in reality, I like running a full group on my own because of constraints, within just life itself. Basically, so I'll run a full group. Then I don't have to wait on anybody, go and take a leak, go and have food, or need to be AFK or aggro from wives or whatever like that. I can log in, log out, whatever. I can pick what I want to do. I can pick what dungeon I want to do. So a lot of people might find that that's basically the kind of play that they want. Um, you can make a group, you know, basically 2 people to 5 people, however you want. Some of the stuff in here will help you, setting up keys and whatnot. But again, this is for TrueBox. I'm not using any additional software. I'm using only in-game um, functions that are available in-game only. So it's like rebinding keys and using their in-game setup of their macros. For example, an easy macro that a lot of people would know is, going to the translocator and then selecting Ocean of Tears, um, just so you can quickly click the key and transfer over, without having to hit targeting them, hitting hail, and then selecting the option. Um, when you're running multiple accounts, you want to have as many shortcut keys as possible. That being one, assist keys, assisting the person's name. If you have a pet attack, or if you're casting a spell, cast a spell. The biggest thing is to have auto follows. Make sure you're using target and then follow. Um, that way, when you bind them to the keys, it's easy to click them on all the different keyboards. Again, I got 6 keyboards, so um, binding keys makes your life easier. So I guess this one will go. I think this will be the first one. I'll just go through some of the basic functions of binding. So what you want to do, go into your settings, keys, and the one main ones that I adjust if you haven't already is your movement, your auto run. Set it to a key, whatever you want. You're just clicking it, click a key that you want, and that's your that's the key that it'll use. It's really good in the game. A lot of other games just don't have this. I know it's an old game. A lot of games should have picked this up, but they haven't. Some have, but anyways, we're not talking about other games. Okay, and then hotbar. So basically, there are 2 keys that you want to set up on your other computers. One would be your follow key, which I usually put in on the minus. Okay, and that you can set up on your hotbar. Sometimes I'll set it up. Lately, I have not because it's just the minus key. Hitting the minus key on every keyboard is pretty quick. Same thing with spells, just sitting them down to meditate. Um, quick function, so it's pretty easy to set up. Now, your assist buttons for assisting, I would set those up, and this is particularly important. Set them up, and my advice is to your spacebar. I know you use space to jump. What I do is I set the jump key to J, but this is your option, whatever you want your main. But I find hitting the space bar is the easiest and quickest way um, to get all your accounts active. especially the way it's set up. The majority of my accounts are basically made up of healers and pet classes. So basically, you just want to assist, send pet, cast a spell. Usually, you've already burned the creature down within seconds without having to hit it again. So quick makeup, basically, like for example, this is on 8. So just go to 8 on the alternate, hit the spacebar, and now you're set up. So whenever I want to use that assist, I can just smash my spacebar. And if you are playing TrueBox, you'll find it easier. You have the keyboards around you, you're just hammering the space bars and it's doing everything. Um, when people see me play, they're saying I'm using accounts and all this other Mojo stuff, and it's hilarious because I'm just a single person manually hitting space bars. But if you try it, you'll see you can do it relatively quick, and it just amazes people around you, and they think that you're, cheating or whatever. But again, all it is setting up the space bar with a quick key, and away you go. That function there, no matter what keys you set up. Like for example, I have like a lot of key setups for specific situations. I'll go through them in those specific situations when I go through more of these videos. But it just gives you the overall of it's not. I'm not doing anything amazing or fantastic or whatever. It's just using the basic functions of the game, and you can do a lot of stuff with it. Um, so that's the basics to setting things up. So that's getting your hotkeys going. Okay, hopefully that helps to get you started. I'm gonna try and keep these short. I'd like to throw in a lot more information, but I don't want you to get bored either. So that's the starter for this one. Um, the next one I'll try and set up is I'll give you a rundown of the group setup and options for that. So again, thanks again. And
Thanks for watching.